Alright, girl, I am back, okay? And now I finally have a love of hip hop that's actually giving me something that I could talk about. That is Love and Hip Hop Miami, honey. Y'all can tell by the backdrop that we down to the Miami, okay? Down to the South Beach. You understand? Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell, become the notification gang. And if you really rock with my channel, like y'all say y'all do, please make sure to watch those ads. This is season 3, and we already in episode 8, honey. So, Amara tells her mama, talks to her mama while she's outside sitting in the yard. Girl, I love Amara. Amara was like, Madre, you do understand I could pay people to do this landscaping. And Mama Sita was like, I don't want to do it, because y'all know she got broken English. Loosely put, she was saying, nah, I don't want them people trampsing all around my good yard when I know how to do it myself. I got the Midas touch, and I was all here for Mama La Negra. Amara says that her dad can't afford treatment, that he can't afford the treatment that he needs for his cancer, and he came to her for help. Her mother doesn't buy the story about him not having no papers and feels as though the only reason why he came back is to get money from Amara. And yeah, Amara, I mean, while I am happy and I'm glad that your father did come back and reach out, and it do seem a little that now that when he does come back, now he wants to drop all of his problems off onto you and basically trying to act in so many ways for you to pay his treatments. And this is my thing. You said in your last episode that you seen him in pictures with his other kids and why he can't go to them? Why does he have to come to you? Why? Like, Amara, I honestly feel like, listen, and if you choose to do that for that man, that's your money, that's your purse strings, that's your bank account, that's your soul, that's your salvation. If you are led to do that for him, I have no issues with that, nor will I judge you for that, because I get it. At the end of the day, that's your daddy, and you don't want for him to drop dead at this very second, and then you feel like a shitty person because the one time that you wanted to show him love, you did it. However, I just don't feel like it's something that you should do for him. I don't. I feel like right now he need to go around there to them cheering that he was taken care of and go pull on their purse strings, but then come to you solely just for the relationship. Because like if he was really wanting to be back into your life and just to have that relationship, he would have never asked you for money from the beginning. Money would have been nowhere into the topic of conversation. Nowhere in it. That's just how I feel about it. Y'all can feel the type of ways about it if you want to, and that's just fine. Listen, I'm not getting into that with y'all again today. Everybody's opinion here counts. This is my opinion. And in my opinion, I don't feel like the father's first thing should have been, yeah, I love you, I miss you, I want you back, but I need some help with my treatments. Can you help me? Like, why ain't you on some type of disability? Why don't you have some type of health care plan? And at the very least, you should have had some Obamacare. Like, girl, TRICARE, Medicaid, Medicare. Like, I guess so. I'm going to leave that there. But the mama ain't having it. The mama felt the same way I did. The mama was like, so he don't see you years and years and years and years and years. Leave when you was 13, this, that, and this. But now he could come back and ask you for money. I was with the mama. I was. Briscoe takes his girlfriend and his son out for bowling. That was a really cute scene. I really love his ex-girlfriend, baby. She is just as gorgeous as she wants to be, and so is his son. His son is just as adorable as he wants to be, and I really do believe that Briscoe really wants to make that relationship work. Some guys can change. Going to jail can change some guys. It puts into perspective of a lot of the nonsense that they was doing, and they start to see what it is that they're missing out on. And I think that's the situation that happened with Briscoe. That's how I honestly feel. Now, I don't know him personally. Y'all down there to the Miami may have a totally different Briscoe that we don't see. But the Briscoe that I seen, I'm digging him thus far. Suki and Chameleon go to the studio to talk to Saucy Santana. Hey, Santana. Hey, girl. Santana says that he's having a single release party. He's inviting everybody, but not Miami Tip because she went in on social media and basically told the truth. Saucy Santana, let me tell you something. I don't know much about Miami Tip, but from what I've seen of Miami Tip thus far, one, she is not a messy person. Two, she may be a lot of things, but up to date, she ain't never been no liar. Not from my recollection. And the story that she gave is the same story that everybody else gave. See, you went down there to them people establishment, twirling in a 360, got your ass up on their stage twerking in front of them straight men, and then you got belligerent and upset trying to act like you was going to do something with them, and then you got shot with a 357. So at the end of the day, I'm not considering that a hate crime, and I hate that. I hate that we are living in a society where a gay guy can disrespect you and your surroundings. You punch them. Oh, it's a hate crime. You know, a gay guy disrespects your woman. You jump in and to defend your woman. This gay guy probably could have hauled off and act like he was going to try to smack her. He gets floored. It's a hate crime. And I'm with Miami Tip. We all know Miami Tip play around in the lady pond. She ain't got no reason to sit up here and lie on you, Saucy Santana. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You went down there twirling to the straight people club, which I never understood why gay people do. Like, to me, it's a disrespect to all of the gay people that did lose their life, basically to be able to give us the ability to live our life the way we want to, which is why we have our own clubs. We have our own bars. We have our own communities. Hell, we even have our own churches. And y'all still continue to want to push up on these straight people that don't even want y'all asses there. Them people was nice enough to even let you be there. They showed you love by playing your song through their damn speakers, knowing that it may make some people feel some type of way. Real dudes didn't even want to dance to it, but they gave you that type of love and respect. And how do you repay them back? Getting up on stage, pulling down your pants, showing your thong, twerking, tooting and booting, this, that, and this. The people tell you they don't want you doing that down there to their club, that there's plenty of gay clubs that you could go around there twirling to. You mad, get belligerent, want this obscenities all down to these people, disrespecting these people. And I understood exactly where Miami Tip was coming from, because I have hood dudes in my family that I grew up around. So I already knew the trick of the trade and how to be respectful and how to respect people in their space. Why would you even go there and get drunk enough to want to do something like that? Then gonna get on national TV talking about it's a lie, you never did this, that, and this. Saucy Santana, I don't believe it. I don't buy it. It's too much evidence out there against you. And instead of you sitting up here and just using this platform to tell your truth, to get back into the good graces of the people, you still want to sit up here and play these tic-tac-toe games. And I'm not here for them. Miami Tip, I'm on your side. I do not believe that it was a hate crime. I don't. He went down there talking shit, talking trash, and at the end of the day, even though you gay, you still a damn man. Moving right on along. Joy, Trina, and Trick go out to exercise at this little trampoline exercising thing to help with his lupus. Y'all, that scene was hilarious. Baby, when the damn instructor started doing squats, Trick was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, hold on, Jack. Don't you come back now. Like, I was here for that scene, y'all. It was hilarious. But Trick, what I really want you to do is take it seriously. The fact that they are doing this for you, it does not mean that they're treating you like some little brother, because that's what you said. They're not treating you like Prince, the little kid brother. They're not treating you like that. They're just worried about you, and they're worried about your health, and they want you to take your health and your eating habits and your exercising a lot more better. That's really all that there is, Trick. And instead of pulling back from it, you really need to embrace it, because there's not too many people out there that have people that really loves them genuinely enough to help them like that. Moving right on along. Amara and MJ go to the pet store and he buys her a Yorkie puppy because he wants to have kids. She's not ready to have kids, and I don't blame her. She's still in the rise of her music career. She ain't got no time to be running around here pregnant, trying to work, trying to tour, trying to shake it and gyrate, to shake what her mama gave her with a 9-month pregnant stomach. She ain't ready for that. She falls in love with the puppy though. Even though he pushed the puppy up on her. It was a cute little puppy, and I can't understand why she fell in love with the puppy. MJ says that he wants to be her manager. She says that it's something that she has to think about. But in my opinion, Amara, there's nothing to think about. I wouldn't even have to think about it. I'd be like, no, I'm okay. All I need, listen, I just need somebody to call my lover, Janet Jackson. Okay? That's all I want. All I want is somebody to call my lover, okay? And not my secretary, Mary J. Blige, waiting to exhale, Bernadine, okay? She don't want that, MJ. Go find your life. Suki, Kaminga, and Hoodbrat are doing interviews to look for a road manager down to their BAPS tour. Girl, this had to be a fake scene. Because who really holds interviews down to the strip club? Tip. Girl, really? Really? Y'all supposed to be elevating from the strip club. And y'all sitting here holding down interviews into the strip club. I won't hear for that. It was funny, but I won't hear for it. Hood Brett tells Tip what Saucy Santana says. And Tip says she didn't tell no lies. She don't feel as though she owes him no apology for telling the truth. But she does say that she will apologize for telling the truth on social media without him knowing. And I felt like that's the very classy-based thing to do. And I'm all here for you, Miami Tip. And so is half of America, because that boy ain't that won't know LGBTQ plus reality shooting. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. Saucy Santana has his event, honey. Okay, and it did look lit as hell. Did y'all catch White Fish down there dropping it like, well, I would say dropping it like it's hot, but she was simmering it down like it was warm, honey, because either she was too drunk to get down or she just can't get down. But I was all here for it. Girl, Alvin, child, girl, God bless Alvin. That's all I'm going to say. Moving right on along. Prima Donna gives Amara good advice about not letting MJ be her manager. I will say this. Behind the scenes tea. Her and Amara done fell out. Now, I don't know whether they fell out because of this whole MJ situation or something else done happened, but girl, they done fell out. All right? Behind the scenes tea. Alvin comes to the girls about being a road manager. Basically they told him, don't call us, we'll call you. But according to the next episode, they had no choice but to call him because nobody else wanted to be a part of their little rinky-dink ass tour. Tip comes to the party, but the doorman shows her a no trespassing poster with her face on it. I will say this. I live for Miami Tip. She didn't get loud. She didn't get mad. She didn't get belligerent. Girl, she just laughed her ass off like she had a feather up her kitty box. And I was all here for that. Like, girl, I probably would have been laughing my ass off too. Because it's hard to really take something like that seriously. You know what I'm saying? She calls Hood Brat like, sis, I swear to God, when I got here, that won't there. He must have did that once I came in there. And she goes in, she tries to get him to be an adult and come outside to talk to this woman, just like he claimed he was going to do. But yet again, he queened the hell out. I guess trying to get his moment for the camera or whatever. But listen, Hood Breast said, hey, it ain't my event, it's his. I can't run down on him about who he want here and who he don't. Miami Tip was like, girl, I could care less. I got to pee. I'm looking too good. Girl, to let me tell her, she went down to a whole nother club and got her twirl on, which is what I would have did, because let me tell y'all something, honey. Miami Tip she get to did that award from me with the outfits. I led for her outfit. Girl, why is Alvin following behind it? Like, I made a tweet last night that Alvin's setting up here on everybody's heels like a lost puppy with Down syndrome. Like, I'm really starting to believe a lot of what Geisha 305, shout out to Geisha 305, had to say about Alvin being a few fries and nuggets short of a Happy Meal. Because, girl, even when he was trying to run down his resume, to Hood Brat and all of them. Like, girl, he just lisping and stuttering and because you know I did this with Trina. Girl. Alvin, listen, I'm glad Trick Daddy allowed you a damn night off, child. From giving Squidward realness, managing the front line down to the Sundays. Girl, whatever. Moving right on along. Trick Daddy has the fellas over for some BBQ, honey, and playing bones, okay? And bones is another word for dominoes for y'all little young hoes that just don't understand. Trick gets upset when people ask him about his court case, but Trick, I feel like this. You don't have no storyline, bruh. Your storyline went gone with Nicki Natural. You ain't got no storyline, Trick. So what else can these people talk to you about? Stop getting mad about it and just embrace it. You did it. You did it. You did it. And you need a storyline. So just go on ahead and accept the fact that this is going to be your storyline and milk the hell out of it. Girl. Prima Donna meets up with her friend Annie down to the Overtown, looking at their old projects before they tear it down. Pre says that a lot of people feel the type of ways because a lot of people felt like she left, and when she left, she changed. But that's what you're supposed to do. Listen, just because y'all don't have... Listen, and I hate that hood... Excuse me, y'all. That hood booger projectic mentality, which is... I'm not doing nothing with my life, so I don't want you to do nothing with your life. Huh? What? Where? When? Who does that? Who doesn't want to see somebody make it out the hood and make something better of themselves? And just because you didn't, you feel as though she's just supposed to come back and still be slumming it out with y'all? No, I'm not with that. I want everybody to make it out the hood. Everybody, I want them to make it out the hood. And I'm not expecting them to come back once they do. Like, I've never been that kind of person. I'm not a hater like that. I'm not going to hate on the bitch that's doing better than me. I'm going to befriend her. Okay? And I want whatever she washing her kitty box with, I want the same thing to wash mine with so that I can make it out the hood just like Pre did. Annie used to date MJ. This is the end of the episode, by the way. Annie used to date MJ, and she says that he basically used her and rode her coattails. And Annie, I believe every single solitary word of it, Annie, I believe it. Every solitary word of it, Annie, I do believe it. Because my whole thing is, if he used to be a rapper and he wants to be a rapper again and make his own money, he's dating Amada. Amada, in some ways, is already in the industry. She already has a foot in the door. You need to be basically trying to link up with her and network with her, or at least get a feature on one of her songs to prove your talent to get your foot in the door. But you don't want to do that. You so dead pressed on being her manager, and it don't make you look good. It make it look like you got user right on across your forehead, MJ, and you too fine for that. But then again, it's mainly the fine ones that sit up here and try to use these women and gay men for every damn thing that they got. But y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Such a breath of fresh air coming off of the hills of Love and Hip Hop New York. And with that, honey, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Bye.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That kush that be my starter kit.